Hello, I'm here again with another video. I have been away from home and I've been actually on a field trip. I'm still on the field trip with some students of mine from our middle school and high school, and we are competing at FCCLA State. And since we live in such a small, tiny town with hardly any stores, one of our fun things to do while we're here is to go to the mall. And I'm kind of doing a mall haul video, if you will. I got some kind of bookish things, some fandom kind of things, and just some fun stuff. And since my kiddos always seem to love seeing any video that I do where I just show them silly things, I guess I'll show you what I got at the Cheyenne Mall. First, I'll point out I'm clearly not in my office, as you saw in my first video. I am in a hotel room because we're still on our trip and it's now past curfew, but since I'm a grown-up I get to stay up a little bit later to make this video. I do have Bert, my hippo, which you may have seen in my first video. He kind of is my little buddy and goes with me everywhere. He is not just a hippo, he's a farting hippo, and when you hug him he gives you a little squeezy kind of noise. Alright, so first I want to start off with just something that makes my heart happy. I like going to Bath and Body Works, and they make this stuff called vanilla buttercream hand cream. It is amazing. It smells like if you took a vanilla cupcake and wrapped it up in cinnamon and warm dreams. It's just delightful, and so I stocked up on that because they only sell it in these little bottles, which they kind of redesigned so they have a different look to them. And while I was there, I also got another super cute flavor that I picked totally because of the title. It is called Purple Rain. Of course, being a Prince fan, I had to give it a shot, and it smells like blackberries, and it is super, super yummy. Ugh, I wish there was such a thing as smell-o-vision so that you guys could smell how good this is. Alright, next up on my stop was Claire's, and I wanted to get a little fun headband or accessory, so I got this cute flowery thing that's got some beaded jewels on it, and doesn't go great with my outfit right now, but we'll figure out something to make it work. Ooh, while I'm thinking about this, I should tell you, I got a haircut today when I was at the mall, kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision, and I went back to one of my old favorite haircuts, which is super short on the sides and kind of a faux hawk on the top, and it was kind of funny while I was sitting in the beautician's chair as she was starting to wrap up the haircut. I went, oh, that's me. I haven't had this haircut in such a long time, and I didn't realize how strongly I identified myself with this particular haircut, and I went, oh, that's Miss Paige. So I'm kind of excited to be back to an old favorite. While I was at Claire's, I also found some super cute earrings. I'm wearing some, and you can't see them very well, but they're little squirrels. Squirrels have some meaning to me from something in high school that's just way too long of a story to explain, but I'll sum it up by saying it was a nickname of a good friend of mine, and we called him Squirrel, and he was a hoot and a half. The squirrel earrings came with this cute set of animal earrings. There's little hedgehogs and frogs and foxes and all kinds of fun animals there. And the other earrings I got are kind of like, they almost look like Christmas ornaments, and they have little glitter that shakes around inside them. Let's see if I can hold them a little bit closer. So there's different colors. So if I were to get up and do a little dance for you, the glitter in the earrings would go flying around. Before I get into some of this other stuff, I want to speak about the shirt that I'm wearing. I'll kind of hold this up. It says, make kindness normal. Here at FCCLA State, every year we have a keynote speaker, and tonight we got to hear someone speak named Houston Kraft, and he has some different initiatives, and one of his projects is called Choose Love. It's about choosing to show love to other people, and he also talks about making kindness normal. And he spoke of a lady who had a horrible experience, and she said, I learned that kindness isn't normal, and we all need to work a little bit harder to make kindness part of our normal everyday lives. So on that note, I'm going to show you something that is a super kind deed that my students did for me today. When we were at the mall, actually as we were leaving, a couple of the girls came up to me on the bus and said, Miss Paige, we bought you something because you're always telling us to choose happy, and guess what they found? It's a choose happy sign. This is so going in my classroom. It's so pretty. It's got silvery glittery letters and a beautiful scene on it, and I always need more reminders to choose happy, to choose to be happy, to choose to be kind, to choose to show love to people. I think that's an amazing thing. All right, my last stop at the mall, this is where I got all my geeky fandom stuff. I went to FYE, and I kind of went a little bit crazy, so I apologize for that. I'm going to start with something that I just grabbed as I was checking out because it just caught my eye. I love magnets, and in my classroom at school, I have a fridge, and the whole entire side of it is covered with magnets, so I'm going to have to start working on another side, but I found this little guy. No soup for you! This is my favorite episode of Seinfeld, the Soup Nazi episode. I don't know why I love it so much. I just do. It's fantastic. So I've got this cute little magnet to remind myself. Then I got a notebook that some of you might not even recognize what this is. Ta-da! This is a Nintendo controller. Back in the day, I was telling some of my students the other day that I had an original Nintendo gaming system. We had the original Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunter with the orange plastic gun that you had to hold like a half an inch away from the TV so that you could shoot the ducks. And we had these lovely controllers. And so this is a notebook that actually has raised buttons on the outside, and it feels like you're holding a big Nintendo controller. And then when you open it up, they've got all these little controllers inside, and then some empty spaces to write or draw or sketch. I haven't decided for sure what I'm going to do with this notebook, but it's awesome, and plus it's just good texture. I like things with good texture, so I can monkey, because my hands always have to be busy. Alright, the next thing I got were a couple of vinyl figures from The Nightmare Before Christmas. I love that movie. I have, my headphones that I have are Jack Skellington, and these two vinyl figures are Mystery Mini, so I don't even know what's in this box, so we're going to find out together. I have two of these, and so they make it even more mysterious by putting them in these little black bags. And our first vinyl figure, da-da-da-da, it's a vampire. Oh, he's so cute! Oh, I love that. So I think this is going to go on my bookshelf in my office next to my first copy of Twilight. My original copy got so battered and beaten up by students that it is completely worn out, but I kept it because of sentimental value. So this little guy maybe will go right there. Alright, let's see what my other Nightmare Before Christmas Mystery Mini is. What if it's another vampire? Then I would have twin vampires. How cool would that be? Alright, so Mystery Mini number 2. Funny. Okay, so this is the cutest little monster I think I've ever seen. Ta-da! See, this reminds me of my youngest nephew. He's such a little monster. He's barely 1, and he likes to growl at people, so we recently had a monster party for him. This could be like his theme creature. He's a super cute little monster guy. Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys know about Funko Pop figures. I love them. Love them. And I got a little carried away. You might be thinking, how does this teacher afford all this crap? Well, every once in a while we come into a little bit of change, aka tax returns, and have a little bit of spending money. So I bought a few pop figures, and we have Belle, and not because I'm bandwagoning on the recent remake of the live action film, but because Belle has always been my favorite Disney princess, and I just love her to pieces. I would sing Tale as Old as Time for You, but we all know that I'm scared to death to sing in public, so that's not going to be happening. But, oh, look how cute she is. Alright, everything else in my bag is Potter related. Okay? So we'll start with this little twin pack of figures. This was on sale, so I got it for a good price. And we have our protagonist and antagonist, Harry Potter, and he who must not be named, Lord Voldemort. I still can't figure out why he has no nose. Don't understand that decision, but it makes him look extra creepy, I guess. But see how cute they are? That's going to go in my living room. I have a whole shelf of Potter stuff. There we go. Now, just for fun and just because sometimes you need chocolate, chocolate frog. I'll save that for a special emergency chocolate occasion. And I got some Four Houses headbands. So we have a headband for each of the houses. I think I'm going to be wearing my Gryffindor one here pretty soon. Unfortunately, I can't wear headbands while I'm here at FCCLA because we have a strict dress code kind of thing, but maybe on the way home I'll be rocking a Gryffindor headband. We'll kind of see what kind of mood I'm in. Lastly, they had these other little figures on sale, and they're mystery figures. Now, I have to tell you, when I was looking at the Funko Pop figures, I really wanted a Ron Weasley because he's my absolute favorite Harry Potter character. But no matter where I looked, you couldn't find Ron. They had Fred, and they had Hagrid, and Hermione, and Harry, and loads of Newt Scamander. Is that how you say his name, Scamander? Anyway, tons of stuff because of the Fantastic Beasts, but no Ron Weasley. So I'm kind of hoping that somewhere in these little collector's key rings that are Harry Potter, that I'm going to find a Ron Weasley. And you're going to have to excuse me, I might have to use my teeth to open this. I know that's gross. Who is my first? Oh, how cute. This looks like Hermione to me. Let's see if it says. Yes, Hermione Granger with broom. Okay, so we got one of the trio. I've got 3 more. The guy at the counter talked me into getting 4 because it was like buy one, get one half off, and I don't know. I was in a mood to spend money, so I did. Oh, yes! Yes! Ronald Weasley. My favorite guy. He's such a good guy. I have a t-shirt that says, in this classroom, we study like a Granger, we protect like a Weasley, and we live like a Potter. And that, I love that so much because Ron, he is such a good guy. He's always there to back up Harry. He protects Harry. He's there for his friends and for his family, always on the good side. And my favorite thing ever is, why can't it be follow the butterflies? Because I totally agree. I hate spiders. I would be totally with Ron on that situation. Okay, so I'm so happy that I got a Ron. I might not even need to open these last 2, but who are we kidding? We're going to open them. Excuse me again. I didn't bring any scissors with me in this hotel room, so that's why, we're resorting to teeth. Ooh-hoo! Draco Malfoy. I always felt kind of bad for Draco, especially in the later books. We kind of figure out why he acts the way he does. I mean, if you had parents like that, wouldn't you be a jerk too? I would. All right, last item. Excuse me once more. Oh, yes, this is perfect. So we have Harry on his broom. So I have Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Draco. I am so happy. Oh, yes. Book Nerd strikes again. I cannot even tell you how much I am just in love with this stuff. And I know some people might be thinking, okay, you're a grown-up. Why are you buying this stuff? But guess what? Book nerds must book nerd. And that's just the way life is. I would like to wrap up this video by sending a shout out to my favorite new YouTuber, Natasha from Tashopolis. She recently posted a video sharing some of her personal information, and she inspired me so much. Maybe someday I'll be brave enough to share some really personal stuff about my story. But for now, I just want to sign off by saying thank you, Natasha, for being such a brave and beautiful person, inspiring me not just to talk about books, but to be willing to share more of myself. And thank you very much, and have a good night. Adios.